Yep, good. All right. Welcome back to lacrosse. Second half underway in this Division 4 sectional semifinal after a delay, but looks clear for a little while anyway. See how long we can go and see what kind of outcome we can have here in the second half. Again, goals from Amelia Topolsky, Morgan Thill for Aquinas, and a goal from Grace Dolan for Assumption in that first half. Royals were controlling it the last couple of minutes, and Kendall Dillman offsides on the push here early as the Royals trail 2-1 here this afternoon. Steve Maves alongside Jason Selesky. Long haul for you tonight, and it's a offside, so they got to go over to the other side, and a free kick upcoming for Aquinas. One minute in here in half number 2. Again, Assumption was trying to make a little push at the end of the first half after that lightning delay. They had a couple of good opportunities, stopped in their tracks by the Aquinas defense as the Royals and Blue Goals do battle here this afternoon from lacrosse. The winner will take on the winner of Regis McDowell Central and Northland Pines on Saturday. Location right now is in Wisconsin Rapids at Washington Elementary School, kitty corner to Midstate Technical College in Wisconsin Rapids, as Kendall Dillman tries to track this one down. Long run for Kendall, and she will come away with it on that out-of-bounds line, and will be scooped up by Naomi Cook for the Blue Golds here in half number 2. Switching sides, of course, obviously, in the half number 2. And the Royals, Gracie Johnson on that far side. Again, Royals had an opportunity, went on the bus, regained themselves a little bit, and Coach Wendell's little message for the Assumption girls. Maria Hartley tries to track that one down, now coming back, and Hartley boots it out right in front of Danica Silcox. Back to lacrosse after this.
Keep moving ahead with the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Center through July 2nd. Up to $150 in rebates on Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card subject to credit approval. The summer tire event at Sherrill Tire. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Silcox with it now for the Blue Golds. Sets it up. O'Flaherty now far corner. That one's going to roll out. Nobody enjoys being without comfort, even more so on the warmest days of the year. When your AC and furnace is giving you trouble, give the pros at Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble to get the comfort working again rapidly. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Collision there between, looks like Kirkman and Reichenbacher, as Kirkman getting up a little slow for the Royals, and we will take a break in the 49th minute.
Valley Communities Credit Union wants you to know that buying a home has never been easier.
With mortgage rates as low as 2.49% APR, financing your home has never been more affordable.
With Valley Communities Credit Union, we have low closing costs, local servicing, and underwriting.
We will make it simple and secure from beginning to end.
Call, click, or visit one of our 5 locations
and let our team show you why membership matters at VCCU.
A beauty of a boot for Kate Ethan on that one after a nice save on a couple of bounces off a head and off a foot. Is Youngworth with the header, and then the Blue Golds trying to punch one in here in the 50th minute from lacrosse, Division 4 sectional semifinal. Had a couple of regional final baseball games going on tonight in Division 1. Marshfield was trailing DC Evers 4-0 in the 4th inning, and Spash was trailing Chippewa Falls 1-0 in that game. Clara Kubis with it now for the Royals on the far side. Passes up to Mally Steinley. Goes right back to where Kubis was. Passes up ahead to Dillman, and that one will roll away. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook today. Kendall Dillman, the corner for the Royals. She scored on that one last week, and O'Flaherty is able to stop there for the Blue Golds and then kicked it out and a throw-in for the Royals. Dillman scored on that one similar on that far corner in the first half of the game last week. She scored in the first overtime as well for the 2-1 win last week for the Royals over Wisconsin Heights Barneveld. Danica Silcox with it. Izzy Youngworth kicks it away. Now Clara Kubis goes to the ground. And Gracie Johnson up ahead for the Royals. She battles. She gets taken down. And the Blue Golds take over. Olivia Kind, Gracie Johnson, the freshman, fighting for it. And misbooted there again, this time by Julia Drewiski. Izzy Youngworth to the far side. And tapped down there for Aquinas. Sadie Donahue getting ready to check in for the Royals. Grace Dolan trying to make something of it here for Assumption. She has the lone goal this afternoon. Reichenbacher with it now, trying to stay in. Pushes Dolan out. Gracie tries to regain, and a good battle right here in front of us. Taken away by Olivia Kind. And back to Harkness for the Blue Golds. Mally Steinley now with it. Royals a little more aggressive here, and Clara Kubis goes to the ground, and that one, nearly over the head of Naomi Koch. Yeah, crazy spin for the Royals. Clara Kubis on the shot, and Kirkman trying to regain for the Royals. Dolan with the lone goal for Assumption so far here this afternoon. As Horstman passes it up ahead to Silcox. Youngworth tracks it down for the Royals. And we'll watch it go out, and to Aquinas it goes. 53rd minute here in lacrosse. Throw in for the Blue Golds. 11-2 and 1 on the year for Aquinas. Assumption at 11-0-2. That one's going to roll and slow in the grass, now wet grass. Harkness sends it in the middle, and Hartley sends it out. Right back to Harkness, left foot in the middle, sends it down for Thill. She winds up right foot, and that one's going to go wide here in the 54th minute. Back to lacrosse right after this quick break.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Reichenbacher give and go back to Ella on the near side, tries to center it up. Harkness gets it taken away by Clara Kubis. All the way up to Gracie Johnson for the Royals. She tries to track it down on that far side as a throw-in coming for the Royals. Again, Assumption joining the Midwest Wisconsin Conference for the first time this year and winning the conference in impressive fashion with their huge wins in conference play, as Bree Sullivan will clear that one out. It's never too early to start teaching the value of saving. Your youngsters can learn today with the Valley Communities Credit Union Club or Teen Saving Club membership. We make saving fun and easy with prizes for making deposits and getting good grades. Stop into one of our 5 locations in Mosney, Cronenwetter, Marshfield, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids to open an account for your kids today. Kayla Kirkman still playing well after going to the ground about a couple of minutes ago. We play in minute 55 from lacrosse. Elizabeth Bowen on the far side, and that was going to end up in the hands of Kate Ethan for the Royals. Minute 56 here. Again, we will have, if Assumption comes back here this afternoon, we will have Royal sectional final soccer as Steinle and O'Flaherty collide. We'll have Assumption sectional final soccer for you on Saturday. As a good ball up ahead, and Bree Sullivan kicks it off of Finley Harkness for the Blue Golds. Grace Dolan turns back to Thill. Right foot up ahead. Back to Harkness. Thill, right foot to Toplinski. And a good pass ahead, and Hartley clears it out, and a corner kick coming for the Blue Golds. This is where they scored their second goal of the match in the first half. A header by Amelia Topolsky. 57th minute here in lacrosse, 2-1 Aquinas. The humidity starting to pick up a little bit here in lacrosse. A line drive pass up ahead, and Dillman clears it out. Kayla Kirkman tries to track it down, and Sadie Donahue passes it up ahead to the midfield. Back and forth it goes. Kendall Dillman, haven't heard much from Kendall here tonight, as lacrosse has done a nice job of taking her out of it. Gracie Johnson up ahead to Olivia Kind, and nobody there for the Royals, with Natalie Horstman, and Bree Sullivan clears it out for Assumption. Again, after that first lightning delay, Assumption came out and since then even has been a little more aggressive offensively, as there's a pass up ahead, and great save, Kate Ethan, with a lot of traffic in front of her again, as Ethan makes a nice save to keep it a one-goal game here. 58th minute. Danica Silcox was in there for Aquinas, as substitution coming. That looks like Olivia or Olive Wilson on that far side, number 9 for the Royals, and throw in for Assumption. Kendall Dillman on that far side. Now Kayla Kirkman passes it up to herself off an elbow. We continue play. Grace Dolan and the Royals with nobody there. Now Bree Sullivan up ahead. Behind the defense, Kayla Kirkman, and the Royals are going to tie the game. Bree Sullivan with the goal, or Kayla Kirkman, one of the two. The Royals tie it up in the 58th minute. Sullivan to Kirkman, and we're tied up here in lacrosse. Again, just popped it up, did Sullivan, to get an offensive play going, and Kayla Kirkman was right there to finish it off for the Royals. 2-2 in lacrosse. 58th minute. And the Royals have tied it up here. Sullivan back with it. Now Finley Harkness. The sun trying to poke through that cloud. As we play in the 59th minute, about a half hour left here in regulation from lacrosse. Sullivan off the hand of Harkness. She continues. Good aggressive play. Now behind is Silcox. And that one's going to roll out, and a corner kick coming for the Blue Golds. 2-2 here in lacrosse, as O'Flaherty will do the honors in that far corner again. 9 seniors on this Blue Golds team, as O'Flaherty will send it into the middle. High arcing pass up ahead. Hartley bumps it out of there as Steinle does the same, and a throw-in for the Blue Golds. That far corner, O'Flaherty now with it. Now Kendall Dillman tries to track it down. 60th minute. Turns up ahead, now for Horstman. Again, Royals have tied it up here in the second half. Now Topolsky, good job from behind for the Royals. Clara Kubis, and a lot of contact again in the middle. Ball just being popped up as Mally Steinley fights for it for the Royals. And that one will be popped up, and a goal kick coming for Assumption. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order today. Stopped in to see Van, and man, he's got a lot of awesome stuff down in Wisconsin Rapids, right near the Lincoln High School. If you need anything embroidered, anything, Van's got a lot of pretty neat stuff in that store of his. As Kirkman passes it up ahead, tries to turn, does Thill up ahead to O'Flaherty. Clara Kubis and O'Flaherty doing battle for it, taken by O'Flaherty, tries to center it up, and Kate Ethan gobbles it for the Royals in the 61st minute. 2-2, Royals tying it up between Kirkman and Sullivan, and now Dillman passes it up ahead to Kayla Kirkman, far side, trying to track it down. Reichenbacher for the Blue Golds. Dillman receives it, and Thill will take it over for the Blue Golds and passed up ahead to Ella Reichenbacher for Aquinas. Sullivan to Topolsky. Topolsky passes it up ahead, and too hard of a pass, and Kate Ethan easily for the Royals. Paper City Savings is on County Road Double H in Plover and online at papercitysavings.com. Paper City Savings is your full-service financial institution in Portage County, ready to help you. Open a kid's savings account today and get a free gift, plus another free gift on your birthday. Can't ask for much more than that. Paper City Savings in Plover. And Wisconsin Rapids, yeah, right across the street from Walmart on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Not too many things that are in Wisconsin Rapids that aren't on 8th Street. As we play in the 62nd, now 63rd minute, Grace Dolan takes it away, passes it up right along the sidelines here. It will just trickle out, and a throw-in for the Blue Golds. Kendall Dillman still fighting for it. Kendall is we've seen a lot of talented players throughout this spring season, and as Olive Wilson tries to track it down, she does before it goes out. Kendall Dillman, one of the best on the soccer field, just a freshman for the Royals. The young girl from DC Everest, unreal. Jenna Bauman, what? Over 30 goals easily this year.
Plus 90% of her team.
Yeah.
90+%
Yeah, over it was unreal. Over in Schofield for the Evergreens on the pitch. Huh? 4.5 feet tall. And that one will go out. A throw-in for Assumption. Right here in front of us. Throw-in for Sadie Donahue, 64th minute. Pass it up ahead to Kendall Dillman. Tries to turn to Kubis. Clara now. Royals. Kubis fights for it. Ball or foot on ball for both her and the defender. Dillman, nice defensive play there by Olivia Kind along the far sideline, and a throw-in for the Blue Golds. That was a very smart heads-up play by Olivia Kind, knowing that Dillman likes to cross over her defender and didn't let her do that. Now Mally Steinley, right foot, blocked there by Thill, and going to be gobbled up by Koch. That was a shot Steinley loves to take at the top of the box.
Took a big wind up.
Yeah. Wilson with it now. And now O'Flaherty takes control for the Blue Golds. That's one thing in that game against Richland Center last week in their regional semifinal. Their 6 goals, either 4 or 5 of them were well beyond the 18-yard box, and still fought for the Blue Golds. Topolsky Stop there by Harkness. O'Flaherty. Now Harkness blocked by Youngworth. And Sullivan will try and save it. She does. And now chased down by Silcox for Aquinas. Miss hit there on the pass. And going to be out to La Crosse Aquinas. 65th minute. Winner heads to sectional final on Saturday. He'll be sent up and sent far wide. We'll be hear from our friends at Fleet Farm. Back to La Crosse after this.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life. Fleet Farm has
63rd
everything
minute,
you need for
66th minute here in La Crosse as the Royals stand up, get out of the light from the sun. As setting it up for Topolsky, blocked by Drewiski, and nicely done for the Royals. Passed up ahead, still loose, and Wilson will try and track it down on the far side. O'Flaherty will find it, keep it in for Aquinas, and pass it up ahead for the Blue Golds. As Kubis tried to get the slide tackle and taken it by the Blue Golds far, just misses wide right. It was Harkness, and a goal kick coming. Goal kick coming for Assumption. Clara Kubis getting up a little gingerly. Grace Butler checking in for the first time in this second half. 67th minute, Izzy Youngworth sends it in. And that one will trickle out and throw in for the Royals. The officials say it was tipped, and Assumption will take over, or take it back. Thill, Kubis pass it up ahead, and that one's going to be off of another Blue Gold and back to the Royals. Whistle blown, and a rethrow in for Assumption. DC Everest up on Marshfield 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. In that regional final, winner plays in Marshfield next Tuesday in a sectional. We'll take on either Stevens Point or Chippewa Falls. Yeah, have that one in just a moment. It was 1-0 Chi High in that game earlier during our halftime delay. Phil with it now, up ahead on this now beautiful Thursday evening in La Crosse. Sun's beaten down as Harkness and Youngworth doing battle on that baseline out of bounds line. Missed hit there. Pass up ahead to Topolsky. She heads it up. Now right foot for the Blue Golds was Horstman. And Drewiski takes it away for Assumption. And it's going to be a ball for Assumption. Free kick on that out of bounds line. Stevens Point up 5-2 on Chippewa Falls now. The bottom of the 5th inning over at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. Yeah, we'll have highlights of both games for you on Teleski Sports later on this evening. We'll take our second hydration break. Back to La Crosse after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic schools. Built on family values and reinforced by faith, our schools foster academic excellence and prepare students for lifelong success. Smaller class sizes, individualized support, and diverse opportunities provides for a well-rounded education. Schedule a tour and find out if you qualify for financial assistance or free tuition with Wisconsin Parental Choice. Visit us today at Assumption, Columbus, Newman, and Pacelli Catholic Schools.
Welcome back to lacrosse as we have a free kick coming up for Assumption in the far corner. That was played right before the second water break here in the Division 4 sectional semifinal. I know in basketball there's 5 divisions. Baseball there's 4 divisions. Softball there's 5 divisions. Soccer there's 4. And so, as that one's going to be taken away, back pedaling was Kind. And Kubis goes to the ground again, set up for O'Flaherty and the Blue Golds. Far side for Harkness. The 3-headed monster for the, or 4-headed monster, I guess, for the Blue Golds have put a lot of pressure on tonight. O'Flaherty, Thill at times, Topolsky, and Harkness. And now Kayla Kirkman for the Royals. Kendall Dillman with Reichenbacher behind her, sends it up ahead. Long run for Kirkman, and she will give way to Morgan Thill. Goalkeeper change coming up for Aquainas here in the next couple of minutes. Nice job by Bree Sullivan getting that right foot high into the air and sending it down. Thill heads it away, and Kayla Kirkman will give way again to Morgan Thill. Morgan's got a goal tonight. She's playing mostly now on the defensive side. Kendall Dillman now left foot and in, and the Royals have the lead. Kendall Dillman taking advantage of the defensive mistake, and the Royals in the 70th minute have a 3-2 lead. Dillman being bombarded by the Royals, and rightfully so. Assumption coming back and taking the lead in minute number 70 here tonight. As a, again, goalkeeper change here in lacrosse. Cannot see a number, but Naomi Koch's Knight in goal is over with Lydia Wall. Oh, there she is. Lydia Walls. As the rain starts to sprinkle down here in lacrosse. 3-2 Assumption. That one's going to be cleared out and back to the Blue Golds. No, right back to the Royals, I should say. And disagreement on that far side between the Blue Golds and the official, but final word from the yellow shirts for the game here tonight. Tries to turn, they do. O'Flaherty again for the Blue Golds. Passes up ahead. Bree Sullivan clears it out. as Sullivan again back, cleans it up to Kubis and up ahead and nobody home. That's essentially a obviously you don't have it in soccer, but same concept as an icing in hockey. And now Dolan wins that one. Carly Gauger, and now it's going to be touched by Reichenbacher, and Grace Dolan with a throw-in. Reichenbacher cleans it out. That was a nice play by Ella, and now O'Flaherty again with it for the Blue Goals. Pass it up ahead. Stopped there by Maria Hartley. Off the stomach of Kind, and now Clara Kubis with it for the Royals. Clears it out as Walls will come out of the box and pass it up ahead. Keep it in nicely on the far side. It was Elizabeth Bowen. And Sadie Donahue now sends it up. Kayla Kirkman will give way to the Blue Golds, and a corner kick, or a goal kick, excuse me, coming up for Aquinas.
Hi there.
Hello.
Just wanted to get things settled down here before I chime back in and make sure I had something useful to talk about. But I had the pleasure of calling that regional final on Saturday, and we saw it a couple times. Steve, here's
a great save by Walls. A line shot there by Kubis, and a corner kick coming for the Royals.
Saw it after a water break and after halftime. Coach Wendell's dropping back into a defensive formation. We went to overtime, so you can say it worked or didn't work. Here's the corner.
Kayla Kirkman sends it in, and backside Sadie Donahue, and another corner kick for the Royals.
And so it'll be interesting to see if Coach Wendell's goes to that defensive formation here with a 1-goal lead, because he did it twice on Saturday. Yep. And I think it's the right move. We'll see if he does it here, though.
Kayla Kirkman again for the Royals. Gracie Johnson in there, headed away by the Blue Golds with about 17 minutes and 15 seconds left here in half number 2 in this sectional semifinal. Maria Hartley chases it down and clears it out. Izzy Youngworth still there. Fought for and taken away by Silcox for the Blue Golds. And now Harkness passes up ahead to Polsky for Aquinas. Polsky a goal in the first half along with Morgan Thill for the Blue Golds. And there is that relatively just lay back and wait for them to attack a little bit.
A little bit. We haven't seen, I haven't seen the full formation here, the full shape of the defense in the midfield yet. And the danger to that, and in any sport, right? You see it in football a lot, and prevent defense and that kind of thing. But the danger in that is you lose your momentum, you lose your intensity, you lose your focus, and players get a little lackadaisical because they're like, well, we were told to stand over here, and all of a sudden, before you know it, it's tied. So we'll see. We'll see what Coach Wendell's has in mind here as his team regains a lead, first lead today.
Yeah.
They were
up 1-0. Yep.
First lead since the first lightning delay. There we go. Well, been a lot of lightning. I'm a little electrified today.
3-2 Assumption, as now it'll be a throw-in for the Royals. And again, and this might not be. A team like Aquinas, you don't want to give them any breakaways, but a team like Aquinas, you want to keep the pressure on to not allow them to set up an offense. Donahue swings and misses as Silcox chases it down, and Julia Trubisky will clear it out for the Royals. Reichenbacher to throw it in.
What has changed since that goal, Aquainas moving much faster now. They have, and that is the only option there when you've got less than 15 minutes here left. You've got to go right now because this is it. This is playoffs.
And this is a great opportunity for Aquinas now on the corner kick. Their third one of the second half here, as they, again, did score on a corner kick in the first half.
You can tell things are getting serious, too. People creeping in on the boundaries, standing on the tables. Everybody wanted to have a look at it.
Corner kick to Polsky. Heads that one just over the top, and a goal kick coming for the Royals.
And the reason why we're on the tables, everybody here on the side is all to their feet now, all pushed up to the sides, and because things got serious, especially to the right of us, where the Blue Gold faithful are, and they are up on their feet, encouraging their girls on the field right now.
76th minute.
Everybody's standing on the other side, though, too, now that I look over there. So everybody's on their feet for the last 14 minutes.
And, I mean, a good contingency. We talked about it as soon as the crowd started in of the Assumption fans that made the trip down here. Again, not knowing with the weather conditions, but cheering on their girls here tonight for the Division IV sectional semifinal. Winner takes on Eau Claire or Northland Pines on Saturday.
Well, and if they would have known, Steve, they just could have hitched a ride with you and then connected with me and
yeah, exactly
been
right.
here with us.
Yeah.
Because you started in Wisconsin Rapids.
Yeah. Went over to see Van at Awards and More, and then headed over to Dexterville and made a trip down here to beautiful La Crosse.
So here you see in the midfield, Coach Wendels has told his girls that ball comes free. We're just going to send it every time. We're not going to send anybody with it. We're just going to send the ball. And a missed kick here from the goalkeeper. But the idea there is that that's how you wear down the clock in soccer.
Well, that's what you last week in Northland Pines, Wisconsin Heights. They had a cornfield out there, and they were just booting
just sending it to the cornfield every time. In the last 5 minutes of that second overtime, after they had captured the lead, it was just get the ball to the cornfield. And they did, and they came away with the win.
And they won, yeah. Sends it up ahead. Maria Hartley trying to track it down for the Royals. Speedy for Danica Silcox. She's just a freshman, number 4 for the Florida Blue Golds.
It's worth noting here the wind is picked up. It's generally blowing from behind us across the field, but a little bit shaded towards the Assumption offensive third. So when they're going to send that ball, the wind is going to help them a little. And but the goalkeepers now need to be on their toes as the wind has shifted and picked up. I can do some tricks to the ball.
Kayla Kirkman sends that one out.
Yeah, this will be the pattern here for the next 12 minutes.
That's Kayla had the game-winning send, I guess, on Saturday, the last one.
Yep, she did.
And again, Kayla had we talked about it quite a bit. I mean, the growth that she had in the basketball season at the end of the year, helping Assumption win that state championship, and now Silcox with it, got by Hartley, and Izzy Youngworth chased it down, and that one will get rolled out. But playing a huge...
Stay in, as it turns out, with everybody standing up here in front of us.
And now a throw-in for the Blue Golds.
That's where those dashed lines would come in handy. The ones we were talking about that were missing here, that would help. Everybody's doing a good job. They're excited. I mean, it's you win or go home.
Yeah, and
everybody's excited. They can see them back at home. All the folks in our way.
Silcox and Truiski fought for that one as it's in the corner now for O'Flaherty, and the Blue Golds here in the 79th minute. See if they can go into Topolsky. She just missed one in the last corner kick. Sends it in. A beautiful pass up ahead. Ball's loose, and it will be now a corner kick on the other side as the Blue Gold fans looking for a handball, and now it's O'Flaherty just chases the ball to the other corner.
I mean, it's certainly possible to touch somebody's arm. There was nothing intentional there. It's a bit of a judgment call at times, and had the advantage of the wind on that first corner. Now kicking into the wind this time around.
Yeah, a lot of bodies in there. You can't always decipher who it is. Topolsky with the header, and now Grace Dolan tries to clear it out, hits it. And now a throw-in for the Blue Golds with, 10,
we're in the 80th
45.
minute, so yeah. It's getting really, really dicey here if you're in the blue and gold.
Back with it now, Reichenbacher, Kayla Kirkman fighting Topolsky. Topolsky back with it, sends it up ahead to Silcox.
The blue and gold only need one.
And up ahead and fought for, ball's loose. Harkness fights for it. And good fight with Clara Kubis. Kubis wins that one. And now passes it up ahead to Horstman. Sends it in. Youngworth. And now Kendall Dillman clears it out again for the Royals.
Just like you're talking about, Steve, very, very similar to hockey when you're killing the power play. And they've got a 10-minute, 5-second power play to kill. Do the Royals, as they are now officially all the way back in their defensive shape.
Topolsky with it now, 10 minutes left as Truiski clears that one out. Now Gracie Johnson fights for it with Olivia Kine, turns to Reichenbacher, left foot, Youngworth now, and up to Dillman. Kirkman tries to turn, she does with Dillman ahead of her. She's offsides, will regain, and now we'll try and chase it down in Walls. Will have it for the Blue Goals.
It's really interesting. They call it the beautiful game, and this is one part of it that makes it that, where you've got one team all the way back in their defensive shape, the other side looking for a goal, pushed all the way up, and it makes for some very exciting soccer, and it will be for the next 9 minutes here. It'll be very exciting.
That goal kick, or that kick from Walls went out, was not touched by Royal, so Assumption with the throw-in on that far side. Now Morgan Thill will send it out and a throw-in again back to the Royals.
You can't have any more. It is literally, I'll use the word the kids use a lot here, but it is literally polar opposite goals right now.
Yep.
Polar opposite goals to finish the final 8 minutes and change here for these two teams. They are thinking complete opposites right now.
Clara Kubas sends it in. Walls will regain it for the Blue Golds. And into the middle for Silcox, looking up ahead to Reichenbacher, Youngworth, and now clears it out. Now Kendall Dillman trying to track it down before it goes out. She will. Grace Dolan behind her, and will get by the defense for Aquinas, and a goal kick, or excuse me, a corner kick coming for the Royals.
And the Royals will be in absolutely, positively no hurry to go to that corner. They'll put on a good show once they get over there, but then the things will slow down. We've temporarily, we had 2 balls on the field. Now we're down to 1, and you see there, just taking her time. Taking her time is Kirkman.
Yeah, spun the ball a couple times, repositioned it in that corner, and now sends it in for the Royals. Beautiful pass up ahead, and going to be taken away by Harkness for the Blue Golds.
Now the Royals got to get back, though, because well, not all. They left a few back, but yeah, you got to get back right away. And there you see Steinley, or Youngworth, send it to the storage shed over there.
And I mean, again, if Assumption does that again, then they have to wait for another ball. If I guess that's Koch going over and retrieving it for the Blue
you see
Golds.
Nobody from Assumption eager to go chase that ball down. It's going to lay over there if nobody was going to get it. The Royals were not.
And that one will stay in on that far sidelines. Back to Bree Sullivan, and a nice header there for Thill to keep it in. We're in the 83rd minute now, creeping in on minute number 84. Assumption leading 3-2 Division IV sectional semifinal, and again a beautiful clear for the Royals.
And each time you do that, I mean, it's going to bleed 20, maybe even 30 seconds off before anybody from the Blue Golds can get into an offensive situation. Not with the ball. I mean, you'll possess the ball, but before they can get into an offensive situation, I mean, we're still talking here, and the ball is still in the midfield.
Pass up ahead, and going to be nearly taken away by Sadie Donahue, and that was about 20 seconds.
Yeah,
it was
every time.
82-55, and it was 83-15 when Aquinas took over.
So if you're counting along with us, Royals do that 7, 8, 9 times, it's over.
Bree Sullivan whiffs as Kate Ethan will gobble it up on the shot by Silcox.
And Kate will be in no hurry here. You'll make it obvious, not intentional.
Yeah.
And there it was. It was obvious, but not intentional.
And another beautiful clear-out kick for Kate Ethan as Gracie Johnson. We'll talk to Coach Wendels if the Royals hang on here about the minutes that Gracie Johnson has given the Royals here today, because she has played some key minutes and has played well for Assumption. Going to be sent up ahead. Maria Hartley tracks it down, and she will give way, and that one is going to go wide left, and a goal kick.
Stop running and just let the ball roll. Yeah, there is. I mean, they're playing a textbook here for this final. What we were under 20 minutes. I don't know if you wrote down the goal time there, but the last 15 minutes for sure. This Coach Wendels and these Royals have talked about this. They've rehearsed it. They've practiced it. They executed it on Saturday, and they're doing it again here today.
Izzy Youngworth got the ball from Kate Ethan and walked to her spot, as rightfully she should, and going to be taken there for Horstman. High arcing pass there, and Maria Hartley battles with it, sends it to the middle, right foot, and that one is going to go wide left, and another goal kick for the Royals in the 86th minute.
Kate came to a complete stop. Looked around. There was no ball. Now the ball is all the way on the other side being brought across, and Kate's going to go back and goal, and it gets thrown in. I mean, it's all these things. They all add up as precious seconds tick away here in the 86th minute.
Speaking of precious seconds, the game that I did last week, every second matters.
Yeah.
With with Marshall scoring the last second of the second overtime. We are in 86th minute here as Donahue clears it out, still in the Aquinas side. As O'Flaherty now for the Blue Golds. Pass it up ahead as Donahue misses that one. Harkness with it now. Passing it back to herself, and that one's going to go wide right, just misses again as Finley Harkness has had great opportunities here this afternoon.
And that time the ball girl was right there and said, here you go, Kate, right away. Here's your ball. But Kate will send it out to Izzy, and the beat goes on here, 87th minute.
Under 4 left here in lacrosse. Aquinas took a 2-1 lead into halftime. Assumption came back with 2 of their own here in the second half. And Johnson tries to chase it down. Swings it over to Bowen for the Blue Golds. Johnson still fighting for it. Right foot and right into the gut of Kate Ethan in the 87th minute.
And let me just say here, Steve, for a large majority of the minutes here in this one, the Blue Golds had this one under total control.
Yep.
They controlled the pace. They controlled the tempo. They controlled the scoreboard. And the ball, as we said during one of those lightning breaks, the ball bounces funny sometimes, and I think that's what we saw here.
That was going to be up ahead and not touched by the Blue Golds. It'll be back to Aquinas with 3 minutes left. No Royals went after it. Grace Dolan has Harkness fly past her. Now Kirkman sends it to the midfield and going to be taken by Bowen for the Blue Golds. 3-2. Assumption on top with a date in the sectional final on the line. Kendall Dillman tracks it down as Horseman was just going to let that one roll. And no Royal there. Maria Hartley now for Assumption. Up ahead, Kayla Kirkman there. Going to be off of the Blue Gold. Turns with 2.5 minutes to go. Gracie Johnson goes to the ground. Harkness back with it. Passes up ahead. Again, we have not called. I don't even think she's in the game anymore.
Who is that?
Amelia Topolsky, number 9, tall.
Okay.
She's had an early goal, and I do not see a number 9 out there.
I don't see a 9, no. I believe I see a 9 on the bench over there.
And with 2 minutes left here, Assumption, again, just trying to milk this game away. And Johnson fights for it, turns, passes it up ahead. 3-2 Royals. In the 89th minute, tries to turn. Hartley fights for it. Now Donahue up ahead to Kubis. Clara goes to the ground. Over on it now is Elizabeth Bowen on that far side, trying to make something of it here in the last minute and a half. And going to nearly clear it out. Grace Dolan goes to the ground. And still playing on that far sidelines is Delaney Seidel.
Less than 90 seconds remain here, Steve.
And a beautiful job by Gracie Johnson on the sliding tackle, and another goal kick for the Royals. What a beautiful defensive play by Gracie Johnson.
And the Royals may just wait here until they're whistled. They may take the warning.
As Youngworth with 1 minute to go here in regulation. Pops it up in the air. O'Flaherty with it. Hits it. Now Harkness. Far side. Now in the middle. Hartley fighting for it. To the far side for Reichenbacher. In the middle for Harkness. Passes too far ahead. 45 seconds to go. Harkness with it. Crosses over left foot. Blocked again for the Royals. Clara Kubis goes to the ground. And a throw in with 30 seconds to go. Pass it up ahead to Thill. Thill in the middle. Over to Horstman. Horseman with the right foot up ahead to Ethan. Now it's going to pop up, and it's going to be stopped, and a great save by Ethan with 20 seconds to go. A cutting Silcox in the middle, and the Royals will milk it away with 10 seconds left, and the ball is misplayed, and the Assumption Royals come all the way back and win it here tonight from La Crosse, heading to the sectional final on Saturday. Assumption 3, La Crosse Aquinas 2, and the magical season continues for Assumption here in 2021.
Wow.
Wow is right. What another fantastic soccer match here tonight. for the Assumption Royals. Hats off to the 9 seniors for lacrosse. And the Royals will move on to a sectional final on Saturday, live from Washington Elementary School at 1 o'clock. We'll have it for you on Zaleski Sports, either Regis or Northland Pines at 1 o'clock from Wisconsin Rapids. Stick around. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We'll talk to Coach Wendels and our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game when we get back to lacrosse after this.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
All right, welcome back to lacrosse, Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. And Coach, wow, I mean, that's all you can say, right? I mean, got out to a quick start, 1-0. Lacrosse came back, or Aquainas came back, tied it up, and then a couple of delays. You guys came back after that first lightning delay, really a lot more aggressive offensively. Just talk about what was said on the bus during those during those delays, if you can for us.
Well, it wasn't always nice, but we decided that there's some key players on this team that we needed to man up, mark them, just try, because everything seemed to go through them. So we tightened up, we assigned players certain individuals, and we marked them like no tomorrow. And that was the key. We also adjusted our system of play. We went to a 4-4-3, a diamond 4 in the back and a diamond 4 in the middle and 2 forwards. I mean, we brought just about every tool out of the box, and these guys brought the idea up. We kicked it around together in that half hour. We came up with a new system, a new lineup, and it worked for us, because when we came back out of that first break, we started to attack more, and we had more possession. We found the ball in our attacking half a lot more, and I don't know. I'm just so nervous for these guys. This was a Deadpool win, we called it, maximum effort, and that's what we also talked about that too. So we talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, just talk a little bit about. Jason and I talked about it. It's soccer. I mean, the ball just bounces one way or the other. I mean, on Bree's shot, you got a goal, just talk about getting those extra bounces.
Oh yeah, you know, sometimes it's a bounce here, a save there, maybe a little divine intervention. We'll take it. Yeah, yeah.
And then just getting out to that lead, and then much like last week, you've dropped into a defensive effort and just cleared it out when you had the chance. Just talk about again, backing off and letting your defense do the work.
Oh yeah, I mean, these girls, they're soccer players, true and true. And when we have a lead, we try not to overhandle the ball. We try to make nice long passes. We go into a mode where we're just trying to move the ball back down on the attacking half, and we tightened up on our marks. And yeah, they know how to hold the game really, really well. Yeah.
Cool.
Doesn't
All right.
take much coaching from me for these guys to hold the game.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you on Saturday in Wisconsin Rapids for a sectional final. We'll bring in our players of the game. Obviously, huge win. There's not much else you can really say except wow, and what a fantastic team effort it was tonight. Just talk about getting the win first off.
Oh my gosh, I just want to give a shout out to that team.
Yep.
That was a very good team. That was definitely a team effort to beat them. They are a quality team.
Just talk about not keeping your head down after falling behind 2-1 or 2-1. Fell behind on a couple of. I guess we can just bring the whole team in, right? All right. And I guess it's a question for the whole team. Falling behind 2-1, they scored 2 goals in 4 minutes, and you guys have only given up 2 goals all year. Just talk about not holding your head down and getting back and winning the game.
We got on the bus and it was shocking because we were lightning delay, goal. It was a lot. So we decided to just regroup, change the formation, and we just came out strong.
An extra long halftime, able to regain yourself a little bit, and then score 2 goals in the second half, and really put it away defensively like you guys have all year. We'll ask Izzy about the defensive effort here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a team effort, and we had some people switching around, and I don't know, I think communication was a really big part of it because there were like so many instances where we had to switch positions. And then towards the end, I mean, we just kind of booted it up the field.
I mean, that's what you got to do, right? I mean, just clear it out and let the time tick off. And I mean, we talk about the defensive effort that you guys have had all year. A couple of late runs for Aquinas, Kate, a couple more great saves. Just talk about having a goalkeeper like Kate in there.
Oh my gosh, it's great because even when like I mess up and the ball gets past me, I know I can count on her no matter what. And yeah, it's amazing. Like.
Hosting a sectional final, a chance to go to state again for some of you girls. Just talk about being able to host and play another game.
I think it means a lot to us because we didn't have a lot of home games this year because we only got to play each opponent once. So yeah, like that means a lot to us, and then a lot of our family can come and it'll be nice.
A lot of family. You had a great crowd here tonight to cheer you on for a sectional semifinal. We're going to put you 2 in the house, all right? All right. You guys going to hold that? I'll count her down.
Wait, what are you guys going to say? You got it?
All right.
We're Clara and Izzy, and we're in the house.
Perfect. Congratulations, girls. Thank you. All right, we're going to wrap things up here from lacrosse. Assumption sectional final action live, ZaleskiSports.com on Saturday afternoon from Washington Elementary School. We await the winner of Regis and Northland Pines. Either way, Assumption is playing at home. We'll have it live for you on Saturday. Have a great night, everyone, and we'll talk to you from Washington Elementary on Saturday afternoon.